Hey everybody, Adam here for True North Wilds, and this is the February unboxing of the Mystery Tackle Box Elite Bass Box. I get this box and the Pro version. They also have another smaller version. They have a variety of species. You can check it all out at mysterytacklebox.com. Before I open this up, you may notice that I am in a new space here for this video and the last couple. I have a nice wood background. I finally finished my rec room slash work slash recording space. At least enough that I can get up here and actually use it. I'm still unpacking boxes and all that sort of stuff. I'd like to do a quick shout out and special thank you to Lorena Ferguson Art, who donated this awesome painting behind me. This is officially the first anything to go up on my wall in this space. I wanted it to be that. She donated it specifically for this space for me to use. You can check her out and all of her amazing artwork on Instagram at Lorena Ferguson Art, and of course her webpage, lorenafergusonart.com. Go there. Check her out, give her a like, give her a follow. She does really great work. And again, big thank you, Lorena, for this awesome painting. I'm happy to finally get it up on the wall. It took a long time, but it's up now. So moving on, if you're not already, don't forget you can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/TrueNorthWilds, on Instagram at TrueNorthWilds, and of course our blog site, TrueNorthWilds.com. Let's dive in and see what we got for our Elite Bass Box for this month. It's a nice full box. I always like to see that. First thing that catches my eye, I'm seeing a lot of sparkle, so that's interesting. Let's dive in here and see what we got. First up, we have Riot Plastics. So this is a new brand name to me. Interestingly enough, if you watched my Mystery Tackle Box Pro walleye unboxing that I just put up, you'll see that I got these in that walleye box, and I was a little bit on the fence about them as maybe not quite a walleye lure. Definitely appropriate for a bass box. I don't mind that I get duplicates. I expect that when I get two boxes from the same company, but this just confirms for me that it was more of a bass lure rather than a walleye lure. But good plastics either way. Let's open these up. I'll show you the color on them. The color on these is really great. So what I really like about these plastics, it's got a really cool shape. It's got sort of that 3 sections to it. Makes it look more like a leech rather than a worm. But it has this really great purple color to it. It's a nice purple tinge along the top. It's got a lot of purple sparkle in the top and then nice blue sparkles along the bottom. Just a really nice color. Good beefy plastic. Definitely will be a good bass lure. Probably will attract a lot of pike as well, which is always fun for me. We have some Lucky John Hamlisch plastics, and again, sparkly. Everything in this box that I've seen so far, it looks sparkly. So this is a really nice baitfish shaped minnow, just a nice long flat tail on it, and good sparkle in it, you know, silver sparkles on that dark black top. Just a nice size, good basic plastic. The thing that really sets this apart, and you can't see it, but this thing smells. This thing smells. I don't even have to put it up to my nose. As soon as I opened up the package, this whole area that I'm standing in now just reeks. I don't know what the actual smell is called. It just says explosive scent, and it's definitely explosive scent. I'm going to put this back in the package because it is bad. It says eatable on the package. I'm assuming they mean eatable for the fish, but unlike a lot of other packages, it doesn't say not for human consumption. So that's interesting. Some more plastics from Big Bite Baits, Big Bite Baits Pro Series, the 3-inch Yo Daddy. Black and sapphire color. Big Bite Baits are quality plastics. I've used these before. So it says on the package these are fortified with bite juice, and you can smell it, and it has sort of a licorice smell to it. So looking at these, they're a very detailed plastic. They really look like a bug. They got a great color. I love any lure, any plastic that has, you know, those blues and purples and sparkle in it, and just I love that style of coloring. This one is that nice light blue on the belly. It's got the claws, it's got the antennas, it's really nicely detailed. The body of it looks like a bug's body. It's got that smell. It's a pretty strong smell. It's not as strong as the Lucky Johns. It's not going to make me gag, but it is a nice licorice strong scent, so that's nice to see. Good beefy plastic. I've used these before, like I said, from Big Bite Baits, and they are generally very well performing. Though all the ones that I've used so far I haven't had any issues with. I have a bunch in stockpile that I haven't used yet that I'm really looking forward to using. This is going into that pile that I'm really looking forward to getting into in the spring. Last package of plastics from Z-Man is the Pop Shads. This, again, very sparkly. This whole box seems to be sparkly. I'm going to open this up and show you. This is really, really interesting if I'm seeing this right. Let's open it up. So this is a really cool plastic. It's big, it's beefy, and it's shaped like a hard bait popper style of lure. So it's a surface lure. Normally this would be a hard plastic and might have a rattle in it, and you got this mouth shape on it that pops the water as you drag it along. This thing is that exact shape, exact function. It's a soft plastic. It floats. Really, really interesting. I've never used anything quite like this. This is going to be really weird to try in the spring, but I love surface fishing. I love poppers. I love catching bass on the surface and pike on the surface. This seems like it'll get that job done pretty easy. Great sparkle in it, great color, really bright blue sparkles as well as the silver ones. Just a nice color all around, sort of a natural dark top with a light bottom, just like a normal minnow or baitfish would have. All around, really interesting lure. I can't wait to take this out and try this. I love surface fishing. I've never seen anything quite like this. Speaking of surface fishing, we have a surface frog from Sports Professionals. It is the Bronze Eye Shad. So again, this is a surface frog style lure. It's got the soft body, the double hooks, really interesting color on it. Those blue stripes on it give it some really interesting details. One of the unique features to this, one of the interesting details, is the streamers at the back actually come out vertically, as opposed to normally your frog sits flat and your streamers are out to either side horizontally. This one, your frog sits flat and they actually come out vertically. So that's interesting. I'm not sure how that's going to affect the action or affect the strikes. I'm looking forward to finding out though. So we have the Sidewinder Spinnerbait from Vex and Lures. Vex and is a brand name that I am just becoming acquainted with and I am really liking so far. Let's open this up. This is packaged really well. Give me a second. Okay. I am a fan. I am definitely a fan. I don't use a lot of spinnerbaits like this. I've just never traditionally gotten a lot of them or had a lot of them. I've started getting more now that I get these boxes, and I'm really enjoying them when I do use them. The thing that stands out to me about this, you got the long extra streamer past there, that just little bit of extra. So that's one thing, but then also every streamer on here, aside from being sparkly and colorful and just really nice looking, they got these textures on them. And just really unique. It just gives it that little bit of extra when you're looking at it. Just something about it, you're looking at it and it's going, something about this just pops, and you look closer and it's this really fine texture on every single streamer. So I'm looking forward to using that. I think that's going to be a really interesting one to use. I'm curious how that texture moves around in the water and affects everything in the water of the action. I've never seen anything quite like that. I've seen different types of streamers in here, different colors and thicknesses and stuff like that. I've never seen them, I don't even know what to call that. It's not serrated, but it's textured. It's weird. I like it. I'm looking forward to trying that out. That's going to be a fun one to use. It just sets itself apart from all the other spinners, which is what you want in a lure. You want something that sets itself apart, is going to be that little bit different, and just attract fish that way. Next up, we have the Lighted Vibe Min O. Turns on in the water automatically. Interesting. Get lit, get bit is the little catchphrase there. So that's interesting. Look, this looks really weird. I'm familiar with blade baits. This is a blade bait, and it's shaped just like a blade bait, just like any other blade bait. It's got a really great color on it, nice metallic green with a gold belly, and then it's got this thing in the middle. What is that? I don't know. I'm assuming when it gets wet, or maybe when you cast it. I don't know. It's probably needs to get wet. Let's water activated attraction light. Oh, there we go. So water activated turns that light off and on, and it's a green LED light in there. That's cool. That's really cool. It's like having a glow stick, except it probably will last a lot longer than a little glow stick. I'm looking forward to trying that out. I can use this ice fishing. In fact, this seems like it was actually made for ice fishing, because under the ice, there's snow on top of the ice, not a lot of light getting through. It's dark under there, especially if the water's naturally stained or dark to begin with. Get that ice coating, get that snow coating, it's dark. light up stuff works good under the ice for that reason. I've never seen anything quite like that. That's really unique. It's a really cool, bizarre sort of idea. I'm looking forward to giving that a try. And it's a pretty bright light because I'm in a well-lit area here and it still flashes pretty bright. That's going to be fun to use. That's neat. Again, more sparkle. I love it. I love sparkle. So this is a Lucky Craft USA. Doesn't have a model name, but it's a square bill lure. Oh, the CF Flake Rayburn Red Craw. The Flake Rayburn Red Craw. Let's open this up, take a closer look. So it doesn't list a dive depth on it, but you can see it's a square bill with a fairly small bill on it, but it's also fairly steep. So probably, I'm going to guess it goes down to that 6 feet, around there. It probably sinks as well. It's fairly heavy. It's got a pretty deep thud for a rattle in there. Not a super aggressive rattle, just sort of that nice deep thud, which is nice. Doesn't need a whole lot of rattle when you're as sparkly and flashy as this. This thing's got all kinds of color going on. What's interesting about this is the plastic itself is clear. There's a red foil inside which reflects back and it gives it that red look, but the plastic outer shell itself is actually clear and all the sparkle is on there, which sets it, gives it sort of a 3D effect, that sparkle over top of that inner red foil. Just all around gives it a really nice effect. Lots of color in there. The silver, blue, and gold sparkles, and then that red foil inside. Yeah, orange on the bottom. Just a really nice lure. This will definitely attract a lot of bass. This will attract a lot of everything, I suspect. As usual, stickers, always fun. What's in the box, lists the whole list of everything, what its retail value is. Again, doesn't usually apply to me. Being in Canada, the availability and price with the exchange rate is always different, so I don't pay too much attention to that. Promotional information and contest information. And then, of course, the Dibble Digest, word search on the back. It's got a couple articles inside. Always a little fun read through. That's it for the box. Another good box. I got to admit, Mystery Tackle Box has been really selling me on the Elite Box lately. This thing was jam-packed. All the baits were really, really good. High quality, appropriate to the fish. A lot of it I have to wait till spring to use, but I accept that. I just know that that is how it's going to be because I'm up here in Canada. Bass fishing is done till spring. It's ice fishing season right now, and we don't catch bass through the ice, unfortunately, or at least not often anyway. So I'm looking forward to using all this in the spring. I'm really glad that they stepped up with this box. If you watch any of my previous unboxings, you know I kind of had a on-the-fence relationship with this box. Had a hard time when it first came out justifying the cost. Compared to just getting the Pro, where there wasn't a lot of difference or a lot of extra value I felt for what I was getting. They've stepped it up. I actually feel like I'm getting a really good value for the extra cost of this box now, and it's setting itself apart from the Pro box enough that I'm continuing with this box. I'm happy to get it, and it's just, I'm really glad that they stepped it up. So I don't feel like it's money wasted anymore. You can check them out, mysterytacklebox.com, if you want to go and browse their selection for yourself. I recommend this. I recommend the Pro box. They're a good product. Don't forget, you can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/TrueNorthWilds, on Instagram @TrueNorthWilds, and of course, our blog site, TrueNorthWilds.com. Leave a comment down below, let us know what you think and how you're finding your boxes. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you outside.